This season had a lot of, really a lot of questions. On the men's side, for example, we had a lot of new players coming in. So I was very excited to see how this team would develop. So far, I've been very pleased with the results. As far as the guys are concerned, the girls' side, I started out with pretty positive. Unfortunately, we did lose a couple girls from last year that transferred out to pursue their degrees. And then this year we're kind of off to a rough start where we had some lingering injuries that flared up, and it caused some situations on the team it kind of put us a little behind schedule. We're kind of fighting an uphill battle at this point in the fall. But that being said, I think the girls have performed very well. They're much tighter on the practice side of it. They've worked hard to improve and kind of make up the difference. So that's always an ongoing process. But so far, so good.
Well, I think the season went pretty well. Actually, we just finished. We had really tough matches. We had pretty much a new team this semester, a bunch of new faces. We have an Australian guy, a guy from Texas, another guy from California. It looked pretty good. Actually, we got a lot of good sensations. I would say this is a great preparation for the next semester. We're looking good, and I'm pretty confident about spring.
It went pretty good. The first month was good for us to see where we are at compared to the other schools. We played some schools in our conference, which was important. We still have a lot to work on the girls' side, and it was more challenging because we lost one of the girls, so starting with only 5 girls was hard, but still we did pretty well. We did well on doubles, which is good, and now we have a good break to get ready for the spring and hopefully get better.
What do you look to see from your players coming out of the second half? They have the little break in between that kind of work on things. What are you, as a coach, looking for from each individual?
Well, I've kind of asked them, I've looked at them to see if they can reflect on what they personally have accomplished through the fall. And we've kind of set some guidelines and to see what our spring is going to bring to us and what the expectations are of the players. I think everybody has a good positive attitude about it. I think there's definitely a challenge that's going to be there. They've seen it through the people that they've played against and in their own personal goals that they set. We have some team goals, but hopefully those coincide.
I'll say we take away, well, in the guy side, we take away that we need to improve our doubles, especially. Like I said, we have new players, so we gotta try to adapt each other. We need to conform again our teams. We need to play with the lineup. We need to pretty much get ready of what is gonna be the official lineup the next semester.
As you mentioned, with the men's team, you have someone from Australia, you're from Colombia. Talk about the diversity on the men's side of the team.
Well, I think it's great. You know, it's quite of a challenge sometimes because everyone has different cultures, everyone expresses different. In tennis, you gotta have constant communication, especially in the team. You know, we gotta support each other all the time. Sometimes some players are down, some others are up. So it's challenging, but at the same time, it's pretty good for us because we are kind of working constantly to get better in our communication and get better as a team and get better in overall.
You're from Sao Paulo, Brazil. What's the transition been like for you personally trying to get into this type of culture here in the United States?
At the beginning it's pretty hard getting used to the culture and how everybody behaves, but all of them were very helpful. The girls were super nice and we became friends really quick, and it was good. And also with the guys team, they're more internationals, we get along pretty well.
What was the process like in choosing CSU-Pueblo in particular?
The school is a very good school, and of course I wanted to play tennis, and it was a good opportunity for me. So, and because of my major, so CSU-Pueblo was a perfect match for me.
I think the school had supported me with everything that I've needed so far. Like, you know, being here is not just like to study and play tennis, but it has study, play tennis, get support from the athletics, you get support from your coaches, from athletic trainers. You pretty much have access to everything that is your dream, you know. So it's been really good for me. I think in general for everyone.
A lot of people, when outside the United States, I think like any other country, we all have perceptions about what other countries are like. What was your kind of perception of the United States, and how has it changed since you've been here?
Well, I was kind of expecting hard work, and I've been getting that. I was expecting discipline. I was expecting to have a lot of competition. That has changed positively. I think I didn't expect to have as many matches as I had. I didn't expect to have many tools like I got here. So I think it's pretty good so far.
I was expecting, well, as a Brazilian, I thought that we're usually more friendly than Americans, but I had so many friends here, and that was a big difference. Something that surprised me in a good way, and not just my friends, but support from coaches and professors. So it's been really good. My experience in the U.S. has been really great.